and see, how am I helping to create a fixed mindset in my child? Is the first thing I ask when they come off the playing court or whatever competition, did you win? Fixed mindset. If we ask, or worse yet, if we don't even ask, if we just launch into a diatribe about why they lost. Oh, you should have done this. Oh, you didn't do that. What did you do here? Will they learn from that match? No. Instead, they think, I'm hopeless. I'm useless. When Ryan talks about belief systems, it's that belief, that inner belief that I'm worthy. I'm worthy of your love. I'm worthy as a human being. And I choose to compete at the highest level I can so that I can learn about myself, so I can grow. And that's why I love tennis. Other sports are awesome. All sports are great. Tennis is unique in that it gives you plenty of time to learn what you're doing wrong and still try to figure it out. And yet recently, one of our players here had a meltdown in a match against a girl that she had been really close to, but was getting crushed. And at 4-0, she lost it. And later I asked her, what were you thinking then? And here's a girl who has a wall full of trophies, is an incredible athlete, an incredible human being. And she said, and I loved her honesty, she said, I felt like I'm a loser. She judged herself as a loser. And here's an incredible person. So that's a fixed mentality, saying, if I lose, I'm a loser. Oh, I've lost 3 straight finals. Oh, I always lose in the finals. Those words, always and never, fixed mentality. I don't change, I don't grow. When I asked her what she could have been thinking then, she came up with all kinds of great things. You know, I've got to fight harder. I've got to stay focused. I've got to figure out a plan. What can I do to shift it? What can I do to throw her off her game? What can I learn from this match? So that's the growth mentality. And all of us, coaches, parents, administrators, at every step of the way, we're either reinforcing a fixed mentality or a growth mentality. Every child comes in with a growth mentality, right? The first 3 or 4 years of life is incredible. Always asking questions, always curious. How the heck did they learn language like Canada so quickly? I don't know. They just learn. They just grow. And then what happens? Go to school. Now we got to teach you. Now you have to hear from me. I've got all the answers. And we destroy that zest for living, that zest for learning. Same thing happens in sports. Instead of allowing them the freedom to discover their skills and develop them on their own a little bit and see how much fun they can have, automatically it's, here's how you do it. Oh, you did that wrong. Oh, no, that's not the way you do it. We start judging. Then they start judging themselves. I teach love of making mistakes. Fortunately, tennis is a sport that you can make a ton of mistakes and still win. But learn from it. If you hit the ball in the net, hit the next ball in the back fence. You've learned. You've corrected. Just don't make the same mistake 3, 4, 5, 6 times in a row by not learning. So we've got 2 types of mentalities, and everybody's a mix. The beauty of it is our belief systems about who we are, and even which we have, is not fixed. We can change our belief systems about ourselves, about who we are as a coach, about who we are as a parent. And then when we look at coaches who have a huge responsibility, there are transactional coaches, and there are transformational coaches. So what's a transactional coach? I have all the answers. You shut up and listen to me. Right? The dictators, the bullies. It's transactional. You give me money, I might give you some knowledge. But if you win a trophy, oh, now I'll give you a little bit more because now I can make my reputation off of you. That's a transactional coach. There's even another one, and that one I tend to fall under, which is wanting to be liked so much that you don't have the guts to tell someone, hey, that behavior is not correct. To not set boundaries and stand up for it. To allow kids on your team to bully each other or cut each other down instead of seeing themselves as a team. The biggest challenge of BAT and my greatest satisfaction was the fact that we took competitors who'd only seen each other as competitors at national tournaments, brought them together where they're living together, eating together, going to school together. And if we would have allowed it to be just a competitive aspect, a dog eat dog, it would have been disaster. But because we were concerned about developing the individual, we developed a system of cooperative competition, a feeling of family, a feeling of love. Right? You're my best friend, right? We're living together. I love you. So what do I want to do? What's the greatest gift I can give you? Kick your butt on the tennis court. Why? Not to prove how great I am, but to force you to work harder tomorrow. To force you to get better. A transactional coach never thinks that way because it's all about them. It's my reputation. It's my knowledge. See my background? See all the medals I won? I'm awesome. I've got all the answers. And they never ask the key question of that child. How do you feel? How does this make you feel? What's happening in your life? Oh, you're lazy today. Well, what is it? Is it an injury? Did you not get any sleep last night? Did your parents have a big fight and you're emotionally distraught? That's what a transformational coach does, is finds out what drives that child. What are their hang-ups? What challenges are they facing? And then how can we work together, parents, coaches, and the child? How can we work together to enhance your improvement? It's always about a team. And we can say all the excuses we want. Fixed mentality is the government will never change. Oh, these tournaments are horribly run. Okay, that's the fixed mentality. Looking for excuses, that's another key one, right? As soon as you hear excuses, fixed mentality. The growth mentality takes responsibility. And as you can guess, the transactional coach usually has a fixed mindset. They kind of go hand in hand. The transformational coach never looks at the child and says, this person has talent and this one doesn't. They look for the gem in everybody. What's your passion? What turns you on? What will it take to bring that out of you? As I look back on the BAT program, I look back now with different eyes, and I see that, all right, Brianna, welcome, just in time. So anyway, as I look back at BAT, now I can see who had the fixed mindsets and who had the growth mindsets. There was an incredible player named Sridhar